Good morning, people. Good morning. Yes, early morning. This is Spirit Journey. Hope this sound is okay. Have my mic on. Yes, good morning. Today is Wednesday, July 12th, 2023, and the time is now 2:19 a.m. Good morning. Yes, this is an update. I call it the life update. Um, I had taken, yes, good morning, viewer, good morning. It's little old me. Yes, there's a spirit journey. Yes, just an update. Yes, I had taken a 3-day hiatus from the internet. Yes, 3 days off. Um, and also accompanied by a 3-day fast, food fast. Yes, I felt it was necessary, very empowering. I'm going to basically talk about three things, about the fast and food trends and movie trend. Well, really, I want to talk about food and what I noticed about food. I talked about it before, and this upcoming movie called Barbie or something like that. It's about Barbie dolls or something. I thought it was very important. I saw the billboard for the movie, and I said, Hollywood is giving us some info. I heard about something like this before, what I'm going to talk about as it pertains to Barbie. But let me talk about the fasting. Yes, good morning, viewers. Good morning. Yes, I took a 3-day hiatus from uh, my computer, all social media, and I had even disconnected my modem. Yes, I pulled it out, put away my devices, and did a 3-day fast. I drank water and tea. Like I have these little flowers, dried flowers, um, lavender flowers, and this sweet pea flowers. They're blue in color, and I thought give it some color, whatever. Just something. So I didn't feel I was just drinking plain water. But yes, I did drink plain water with sea salt in it. Yes, you need your electrolytes, people. Yeah, that's what I did. Oh, I did take MCT oil, one tablespoon a day, and that's about it. And why I did this? I felt, people, I needed a restart, a purging. I felt I was getting irritable at times, irritable with my little, going outside with my dogs. I felt impatient. That's what I meant. I was impatient. I felt a little grumpy. And I felt I just needed to detox from everything. Um, if you people, if you feel that something's going on with you, maybe you're getting up grumpy, uh, your health, maybe your blood pressure is not what it used to be. You're gaining weight or you're getting excess fat in your body. Maybe you're short with your kids, grumpy with the neighbor. You know what I'm getting at. It might be time to regroup, detox, and come back more refreshed. And that's what I felt I had to do. Yes, good morning, viewers. Welcome, welcome. I invite you all to just say hello in the chat room. Yeah, I felt I needed to detox. Um, so what I did, I disconnected my modem. I put away my iPad, cell phone, um, every electronic tool, everything, and I put it away. And I started cleaning house. I vacuumed my floors, and I steam mopped them. I have this little steamer, and I felt good about it. And let's see, yeah, I was getting up early, but not so early, but early to do my morning walk with my dogs, and that was very nice. I enjoyed that. Yeah, getting air and seeing the sun is very relaxing. So it was pretty good. Yesterday was my third day of the detox, fasting. Yeah, the fasting, as I mentioned, no solid food, and the liquids I drank was water with a pinch of sea salt, and sometimes I put a little bit of flowers, like little buds of flowers, um, give it some color, natural color, and a little slight fragrance taste to it. Um, and that's about it. Oh, and the MCT oil. I did this for 3 full days, you know. And prior to that, I did do what they call intermittent fasting. I would eat 1 meal a day at a prescribed time, and I would eat I would eat in the early afternoon. So it'd be like a 24-hour interval, So I ate every day between like 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., around that range. That would be my meal for the day. But yes, if you feel like you need more food, like you getting you feel a little hunger later on. I ate like some raw nuts. Yeah, and also um, I did alter my diet a little bit. I did something like a keto type of diet. Um, I know I'm not doing the percentages of the keto, but I was eating the meats, eggs, and low starch veggies, and cooked um, in vegetable oil. And then I altered it like a week ago, and I laid off the veggies, and it was just meat, cheese, butter, what else? And eggs. And of course, I would have my supplements too, and the MCT oil, sea salt, unprocessed sea salt. That's about it. And so I've been doing that for a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks or so. Um, so with my completing the fast yesterday, the full cycle yesterday evening, um, so I'll probably eat. Hopefully, I'll eat by like 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. And I'll make some like a broth. I bought these organic beef bones, and make a beef stock out of it. And I'll probably mix it with eggs, so it'll be like an egg drop soup type of thing. And I have that for my first meal, something light to eat. Yeah, also, I've been going to bed early, between 8 or 8:30, sometimes 9 p.m. Yeah, so I try to psych myself up. I prepare for the next day, what I'm going to wear, take a nice shower. Um, Also, I was doing teeth cleaning. They have this thing like you like I don't use regular toothpaste, and so I use this. I do certain things like yesterday I used this. It's a clay, some type. I forget the name of the clay, but it's this clay. It's in powder form, and sesame. I think it's sesame seed oil. It was like organic, and you use it to pull the plaque, bacterias. It absorbs that, and you could you keep it in your mouth for like 10 minutes, and then you spit it out. Also, brush with it too, and for oral health. So I was doing that also. Yeah, right now I'm thirsty, very very thirsty. I mean, I have my bottled water. I was drinking some. So yeah, so I had to try to stay hydrated. I was aiming for um, 4 liter, what do you call it? 4 quarts of water. I found it very difficult. So I just left it for 3 quarts of water. Yeah, I was able to talk. Yeah, if your body, see, if you try to force yourself to eat or drink something, and your body's saying no, you'll get sick. You'll throw it up. And I know that's what I would have done if I tried to force the issue. Yeah, you got to listen to your body. Yeah, right now, why I'm doing this right now, this video right now. Now, I went to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening, and I woke up. I woke up around like it must have been 11:30, and I was just resting in bed. And then I got up. I had to do something, and then I turned on my clock, and I see it was 12 o'clock in the midnight. I said, "Oh shoot!" I thought I thought it might have been 11 or even approaching 4 o'clock. I was dumbfounded, and I just couldn't go to sleep. So I said, let me do a video, let you know what's been going on. So yeah, that's basically it. Um, yeah, I feel these days people get to know yourself, your body, treat your body well. Get more in tune with what your body is saying. Yeah, we're all getting older, and your body chemistry changes. Uh, I know of people that did do the keto diet, and yes, they lost a tremendous amount of fat, body fat, and they were diabetic, and the meds got decreased. I think they might have stopped taking the meds, because they didn't need it, and then all of a sudden their blood sugar goes up. I am not a doctor. I am not a medical doctor in any sense of the the word. But what I've been hearing about with I've been watching some programs with doctors talking about keto, about nutrition and dieting. Um, our body does change. And a 20-year-old body versus a 60-something-year-old body does not operate the same. Stresses, and we handle stress. Our body handles stresses differently. And when I'm speculating, what could have happened with that individual who's a diabetic and did the keto. See, they had to get they had to get their health in order, and they were overweight, obese, and they needed to do something. Now, this diet that they did, it dropped the fat from the body. And with diabetics, that it's that internal fat that's deep inside where the organs are that seems corrosive to your metabolic processes in the body. It goes haywire and it needs more insulin just to do the job. But insulin is corrosive. Too much insulin floating in your system is corrosive. And the sugars that are there in the glucose, when I say sugars, I mean glucose in your bloodstream. And if it's not getting in the cell, it's very caustic too. You don't want those things just floating around in your system for long. It has havoc to the body. And I'm thinking with this individual that initially everything was cool. Why was their blood sugars going up all of a sudden? And I'm speculating a stressor happened. Some medications could trigger, see, they don't tell you about a lot of these so-called medicines, pharmaceuticals. And they don't tell you that this pharmaceutical drug over a period of time will do harm to your body. They just say, oh, well, we'll counteract that side effect with this other med. And that's the whole plan. Those evil MFers. So some medications could do that. Stressors. Let's say you're not getting your rest. You're not sleeping. Or maybe you're physically overdoing it. And your body says, hey, you're in a stress, the fight or flight, and produces cortisol. And that is a stress hormone. And honey, your blood sugar is going to rise. You say, well, I'm not taking sugar. See, a lot of these doctors, they give you half, information. They just say, oh, don't eat sugar. No, it's not sugar. What they should say is carbohydrates, or things that act like carbohydrates. And yes, sugar is a carbohydrate. But other things, certain vegetables are carbohydrates. So they really got to give you more information and tell them about stress. You're a certain age and you're doing a lot, the body will trigger cortisol, which will, your body is expecting that it's a fight or flight. And your body produces glucose because it's in preparing for you to do, it's a stress response. So this person got to find out, hey, what's going on? If everything's okay, See, I feel that, I feel this is very important. I know many of you might be healthy, but some of you may know of people who are having ill health. And there's a reason for that. I was watching something some days ago. There were footage that was taken, I think, in the 1950s, and the people were all slim. Look at it. I mean, it wasn't like a Hollywood movie. It was just, footage of people that they were at a diner or something, and all of them were slim. Look at them. Well, after the war, it started slow, World War II. things started changing by especially the 1970s. They started packaging, making packaged foods and things like that. And the health crisis began as we know it today. People cooked their food at home. Most people ate at home, and going to the so-called fast food joints was just a treat that you have once in a blue moon. Because it was a new thing, because, hey, let's go here, get some, burgers, it was just a treat. It was a place you could go out with people, meet up, right? That's all it was for. It wasn't to go there 3 times a day. There are people that eat at those fast food joints and have all 3 meals from that place. They're getting you comfortable eating this crap. They don't care about you. They care about profits. These are the new witches and warlocks that live amongst you and make you feel valued. Like we call it a valued customer. What is a valued customer? A customer who doesn't think. They don't think. They only react to the their commercials. They target your children. They target your children with these bright colors. These things, right? See, I don't even want to give the name of the little food packages that are designed for little children. I'm not going to give them any credit for what they call it, right? You see how fat these kids are? And the new wave, what they call migrant workers. There's a hotel right near where I live, a block away, where they house these migrants. And no, I'm not against lawful people who have money, health insurance, jobs already lined up. I'm not talking about that, people who are lawfully here to add to the general population. But I am concerned about people who are being smuggled in or being used for social engineering to socially screw you, the legal residences and citizens of this country. Okay? Look at these people, and you see how big they are. I said, whoa, these are young people. These people I might be 3 times the age of these people. And and I was a health major. I was a nutrition major. And we had a study about different demographics and how there's a correlation between your weight and your health. Could someone be big and healthy? Of course. But generally, real big like that has usually attributes to certain health outcomes. And I'm looking at them, I say, man, this person will be in the diabetes, I mean, everything. I said, wow. Why is this happening? Because there's silent WARS out there. It is a silent WARS. And they have you pull the trigger. How do they pull the trigger? When you consume it. When you consume these foods. And what happens? Well, you got to use this medication, that medication. And also affects your behavior too. Eating certain foods affect your behavior. I used to work, yeah, I worked in so many different industries, people. But I used to, like, uh, prior to going to college and getting my master's degree in nutrition, um, maybe 10 years prior to that, 15 years prior to that, I was, get this, people. I went to school, yeah, let's see, in 97, I started pastry arts school. I got my certificate in pastry arts, and you learn the field of desserts, cookies, cakes, sheet cakes, pies, cobblers, breads. I also learned about making chocolates. Yeah, I did it all. And I worked in top restaurants in New York City. And I also worked in Florida at a resort. Also worked in Hawaii, Colorado. But one in particular, I worked at this resort, and this was in Florida. And I think it was Thursday night was Italian night. And what did we do? What did we make? We made these chocolate desserts, chocolate and ice cream. But in particular, everything was chocolate night. Italian night was the different types of ice creams and chocolate. Chocolate, 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 everything chocolate. This was the worst date. This was the worst date to work at. The people would get crazy. They would get very hyper and very aggressive, and they were going out for those desserts. I mean, all the food was good, but that night, chocolate night, was a nightmare. It affects their behavior. Yeah, I'm not into chocolate anymore. Now, interesting, when I worked in the chocolate, a chocolatier, a small operation, they made gourmet chocolates, chocolate candies. And working there, you're surrounded by chocolate. I had no desire to eat chocolate, none whatsoever. You want to get your chocolate cravings out? Work in a chocolate factory. You just everything shuts down, and the chocolate has a different taste now. Now I was a kid once. And yeah, I would eat chocolate. But see, they tell you, oh, chocolate is it's a fun food to eat. See, they tell you that it's supposed to be good. You're supposed to like it. And I ate it. I would eat the milk chocolate. And then they start saying, hey, you tried the dark chocolate. You know, it just has a weird taste to me now. Um, but I discovered the white chocolate. Now, I had white chocolate way, way in the day. And I thought it tasted weird. Yeah, milk chocolate was for me, but not anymore. So I like I like we had a candy store not too far from here, and they have those white chocolate um, with I think you call it coconut haystacks. Absolutely delicious. Wow. I loved it. I like, I said, wow, this, I can tolerate this. It was mild, and it didn't have this funny taste to it. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know whether it's just my body is different, or the chocolate is different, or what's being put in the chocolate is different. I was like most people in America, and I ate chocolate. And I loved chocolate candy. I loved it. But I haven't, I'm not interested in it. So again, now I know I look at the people here in New York City, and these, I mean, wow! You look at the vacationers. Yeah, we get a lot of vacationers here in New York City, and you see these dudes. Man, they look 9 months pregnant. Some of these people look 9 months pregnant. Wow, that is a. See, you might be happy eating your food, but honey, there's a price to pay to have to have a big belly like that, and you're not pregnant. You're a man, and then the new microwave, they're real, a lot of body fat, and then the food. They're packaging the foods. I'm really concerned, people. I'm concerned for all of us. Um, Start noticing. Just take a stroll in your neighborhood, if it's safe to do so. Just so where they have the foods and stuff like that, and start noticing. What do you see? What type of foods do you see? Well, in my neighborhood, I see a lot of pastry places, dessert places, carbs. Everything is carbs, carbohydrates, sugars. You have donuts. What do you call it? Not donut. I didn't mean to say donuts, but yeah, we have donuts here. A lot of donut. Dunkin'. Oops, I don't want to say the name. We have a lot of donut places, but I meant to say bagels. Yeah, bagels. It's like a looks like a donut, but it's a bread, and people put butter or cream cheese and other assortments in it. Eat it as a sandwich. We have those all over the place now. Pizza places. All these foods are heavy carbs, and they would drive your insulin high. They want to constantly bombard you with food advertisements, and they always want you to have food on your mind. And remember growing up, they say you eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? But what are you eating? When does your body ever have a real rest? Your body is always producing insulin, and the drive of this insulin, does have it to your body, and your body is getting, then you gain the weight, right? And you get the tummy fat, and then you start to have what they develop, what they call metabolic syndrome, and your whole chemistry, how it works, is goes haywire. And they always have the medication available for you. I feel, it's a war on you. It's a war on your health. Go out there. See, it, see, it's a different type of warfare on you, and they have you participate in it. They have you participate in your own demise. They make it look attractive, colorful, but honey, you eat it. I ate one of the pastries some months ago, and it had no flavor. Again, I was I had gone to school for baking. It was a pastry art um, major. I went to school, got my certificate in it. Yeah, I did so many different jobs here, occupations, trying to find myself. And these things, what it's supposed to taste like. They don't use real butter anymore. They don't use real food. Everything's artificial, like these, oh, what was that? Like back in the day when they made icing, they would use butter and sugar, real sugar, and they will whip it. And the other things that they did, or they used the egg whites. They don't do that anymore. They use this hydrolyzed grease of some type. It is killing us. And these things are so stable, I mean, meaning that it lasts a long time. It holds its shape. And they make a lot of these desserts out of that. And it's nasty. Absolutely nasty. Oh, it looks good. It's not real food. It's fake. It's real fake food. And this they call civilization. And you know what civilization, I talked about this before, the word civilization. Doesn't that sound fancy? Oh, you're civilized. You know what civilization or civilized means? It means a slave, that you are a slave. You're civilized means that you have been programmed to accept your demise. And they say, oh, this is civilization and modern or technologically savvy community. No, you have been programmed to accept your own demise. They have fooled you to think that what you're eating is nutritious and, that is good for you. And they tell you you need more of it. They had said, what was it, in the 1970s? I saw a video on this about a week or so ago. I think it was in 1970. And they showed the guy who requested this to pull, how to say, to make it that the food's not to have certain fats in it and to increase the carbs. So that is killing us. These buffoons know exactly what they're doing. This creep. Who the hell are this guy? Who are these people? And when someone complained about it, a scientist say, hey, this is, they got them fired. These people got a lot of power, a lot of clout. See, it's a war on you. How could they tell a scientist, fellow scientist, and to alarm the public, hey, this is causing X, Y, and Z in our health. Oh, so they fired these people and they promoted that clown. And they have so-called education, these people. There is a war on you, on your body. Yeah. Especially in 1970, they went full force on it. That's when all those commercials came out for the fast food. They devised the food pyramid chart. And I remember showing you that, the food pyramid chart, about a week or so ago. And that food pyramid chart, at least the one back in the day, let's say 10 years ago, that is what's killing people. Everything, they want you to eat foods. They call it whole grain, eating whole grain food. And, what my school didn't really teach us was about these components that are found in grains or the plant itself, oxalates. Um, what are other components? And these are natural substances found in that food, in that grain or the leaves. See, plants want to live. Plants want to live, and they have a natural protection built into them so that if eaten, it would get that person who's eating, that living creature, it has a toxin, and one of them are called lectins, and it is hurting people. It is hurting people and causing GI upset, leaky gut, and you're going to get problems. Yeah, this is important, people, because your health is important, isn't it? Isn't your health important? And you have to stay on top of it. But anybody can tell you anything. You don't even have to believe anything I tell you. But look around you, and what do you see? Fat people, obese people, morbidly obese people. And who are the fattest people? At least in the U.S. mainland, black people. How did that happen? How do all these fat black people come out? Could it be what's in their diet in these black neighborhoods? What do they pump into these neighborhoods? Fast food joints, female head of household, who's tired because her man's not around. She got a truckload of kids, uh, being harassed by her white bosses or Asian bosses or Jewish bosses, and she's stressed out of wits. And when she leaves to go back home, I ain't gonna cook anything. I'm getting this fast, right? And she brings it home, not knowing the implications of that meal. That meal is gonna cause her obesity. Look at us. Look at many of us in the black community. We are real beefy. Diabetes, uh, high blood pressure, etc. But when you look in the videos, the pictures in the 1950s, 60s, and even part of the 70s, we're slim. People were slim. People more agile. But look now, walk slow. And I'm just looking, I said, whoa. Yeah, so she brings home that food to feed her family because she's too tired to cook for her children and herself. So she brings home these highly processed food. It has, what do you call it, MSG in it. That's an excitotoxin. They call it a food enhancer. That causes problem. Oh, what else? The fat is they probably use old fat that's been reused tons of times, so it's oxidized, and that's going to cause problems in her system. It's high in sodium. And she wondered why she got high blood pressure. And all her kids I know of a household, black family. Man, that kid was so huge. He ate three fast food meals a day because his lazy mother, didn't cook for him. It was easier to just give him some money and the child go get it. Yeah. And one of the members of that household did die, uh, poor health. And you just watch them decay. It's really sad. This is modern day warfare. And it's a formula that can be introduced to any community. It is in white communities. Asian Americans, whether they're from East Asia, South Asia, they are the healthiest people in the country. And they're also the wealthiest, so they can afford to buy better food. But even with money, living in this domain, you're going to be attacked too. You look at a lot of them, they get this belly. Yeah, they're living it up now. They have money to go to restaurants, right? Oh yeah, we'll make it taste tasty. They know how to make it taste good. I don't know how they do it, people. I went to a early in the year. I went to a movie theater, and it was the first time I'd gone to the movie theater in about 3 to 4 years. And I just wanted to relax, and I actually ordered. I do enjoy popcorn, people, and I know what's in it. You know what they put in. I'm being real, people. Um, they put this thing. I don't know I don't remember the name of it, but it's a chemical that they put in the popcorn to make, when they flavor, put the artificial butter on. It's a chemical they put in it to make it taste buttery. And honey, I went to that theater early in the year, and it was amazing. I'm not lying. Honey, and I know about it, but I haven't had these popcorns in over 3. I make my own popcorn at home. I get the non-GMO organic popcorn, and I pop it myself, and I put organic oil. I like coconut oil on it with sea salt and black pepper. Oh yeah, yeah. If you mix it, let me tell you my little secret. You take coconut oil and olive oil, you blend it together, and then you pour it over your popcorn. You add your sea salt and black pepper, honey. Ooh, wee! It's absolutely wonderful. But yeah, I did go. I just wanted to just kind of do something a little different. And yes, I purchased a large thing of popcorn, and it was amazingly good. Now, one thing I tell you, when you eat a so-called clean diet, meaning you eat like wholesome veggies, some organic meats, clean food, real food, and you prepare it at home. Um, your body gets it. It seems to your tongue. See, your tongue is a receptor, and especially after a food fast, those toxins come out of your body. That's why you have to drink a lot of water when you're doing a fast, a food fast, to remove the toxins out. And then if you by chance eat one of those problematic fast food, candies, blah, blah, it gets excited your tongue because the chemicals are reacting to like a virgin tongue, so to speak. It's virgin territory now, and when you taste it, it's like wow, right? This is how they trap you. This is what it's done to you. So your body, gets adjusted with the chemicals, and so you don't taste it anymore. And then you start to crave more and more of it. That is what it's doing to your body. You want more of it to get that same kick out of that meal. And they target certain neighborhoods with this crap. But even these Asian communities, they getting fatter and fatter too. They getting big. And with that, their health outcome as well. The war, it's going to happen to all of you who are unaware. You just walk in your neighborhood and just start looking at the storefronts and see what they're selling. What are they selling? All carbohydrates. And carbohydrates spike your blood sugars. And it causes your body to react and produce all this insulin. It's causing you harm. A very acidic body. What's the term? To have an acidic body causes harm to your proteins, and it starts to shut down certain processes in your body. That's why, how come diseases form when you have an acidic body. It can't perform well because see, that it destroys or alters your enzymes that are used to process certain things or to digest certain things or synthesize things. It can't do it. It's not as efficient. And then with that, dis-ease in your body. Look at them. They look good. They look really tasty, a lot of these treats. But it really doesn't taste good. It tastes hollow. They are creating fake food, and they want you fake also. See, you become one with what you eat. And what you're eating is not real. If you're going to have a dessert, a cake with icing, make it from scratch and use the raw ingredients in it. That probably more healthier for you than that processed stuff. If you're going to eat something sweet, eat the real thing. That's all I'm saying. And eat it in moderation. Eat it in moderation. There's nothing real in those foods. And yet they tell you to eat all this thing, all eat the whole grains, and then the grains are killing us. It's causing what you call irritable bowel syndrome. No, I'm sorry, I meant to say leaky gut syndrome. And some doctors are being told that that's a fallacy, that is a made up. That's what one doctor told me. And then another doctor was telling me, oh, irritable bowel syndrome. So what is it? How could someone, how could it be such a diverse opinion whether a particular health condition exists? Irritable bowel syndrome or nothing? What's causing people belly aches? What's causing this dis-ease in the population? Could it be what you're eating? I notice what else? Everything's in plastic. Everything. And I look at it, I'm thinking that we're plastic also. We're coating ourselves with plastic. Makeup. Isn't that a type of plastic on your face? God, you notice now a lot of these young girls in the 20s, and they do it very artistic. They have this thing about eyebrows now, eyebrows and then eyelashes. Be careful, people. Yeah, it's nice to look beautiful. You know, they stress for young women to look beautiful, right? But you notice your male counterpart is not concerned about their looks. Look at them. So all these girls are dolling themselves up, but the male counterpart looks like a pig. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And the ones that do beef up their body, they're doing that to attract another man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, you do what you do you. But I'm just noticing. And they put a lot of makeup on. That the eyelashes, I mean, I think those eyelashes, you'll be able to fly. They're getting so big they could probably fly, you know, and so they don't have to take a taxi anymore. They just, boom. What do you think is in that product? You don't think anything's in that, like they have these metallic eyelashes, and you use this magnetic eyeliner, and then you add the fake eyelashes. You don't think there's anything, those nanoparticles in that is traveling in your body? You don't think that's something like that? Well, you start noticing when you see what you call trends, and everybody's doing it, right? Why is everybody doing it? Well, there might be some type of addictive component to that product, something in it to make you want to do it, want to have it, want to use it. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. What do they put in that makeup? Hair products, same thing. Where they look like I don't know how their skin could breathe with all that makeup on. I'm looking at it and it's like a fakery. They're plastic. Very, very plastic. And they're adapting. It seems like some people just seem to thrive. Once you get on the plastic train, this, what they call civilization. Okay? Civilization was not designed for your freedom. Civilization was designed for your enslavement. Civilization was designed for enslavement. They create, they create those technologies for you to become enslaved by it. They make it so unaffordable, and you're forced to buy it because society is dependent on it now. Civilization is a curse word. You are cursed with civilization. When they start to create things that harm the planet, it harms the land, it harms the animals, and it's harming you. It's destroying the air. And we're continuing it. The United States has so many schools institutions of higher learning, and we're becoming dumber and dumber. And you can compare with the so-called third world. But even though the third world has more common sense than us, it is designed, this system is designed to pull you down. We have, I mean, New York City, we have money here in New York City. So how come they can't clean the streets? It is really a cesspool. And this is right after the COVID-19, the past 3 years. Wasn't that about a pandemic? So why aren't you cleaning the street? Don't you think that food on the, it was attracting rats that I personally saw. You don't think rats have diseases? But they're creating more disease, creating filth for you to live in. Yet they tell you, oh, to put on a mask, and the mask does not even block viruses. But it made the maker of those masks are wealthy, or I should say wealthier. Just saying, people. I mean, your health is your business. So yeah, it's something I'm noticing. The you look around and I see a lot of overweight and obese people. And excuse me, and I'm seeing things that are being promoted are those things at home. And now I am doing like a keto. I'm eating. I cut out the carbs, and I'm thinking about actually going carnivore. But at least I'm more of a keto. Eating protein. Animal products and nuts, avocados, things like that. Um, yeah, they were complaining about, oh, eating meats, oh, it's dangerous. But they never said anything about all those carbohydrates. And you mix carbohydrates with a fat, a hydrolyzed fat, you're in trouble. Your body's in trouble. Yeah, when they want you, when it seems like when you're trying to empower yourself to do things that will improve your health status, they have a problem. The system has a problem with it and make you scared. They have something to lose. They want you to get sick. Being sick is very lucrative. But I don't trust a lot of these doctors. And I feel that your first line of defense, people, you be your own doctor. It's your body, and no one else is going to be concerned about your body like you. You love your body, or you want to protect it at least. And I think it's up to you to learn as much as you can about your body, your health. These doctors, they get burnt out, and they just part of the system. They become part of the system, and they just do what the school told them to do. Yeah, they compromise. But you read up on different things. It is up to you. You are the first line of defense to maintain your wellness. Do so. Read up on things. Watch videos about certain topics of health and wellness. People under the old system are not getting well. They're getting sicker. And there's a reason for it. So just be, your health, your body is your choice on how you want it to function. I just know I had to live with someone that had a chronic disease, and it's not pretty to watch. It's a slow death. So that's what I've been noticing since, really noticing, especially during this 3-day fast. Yeah, fasting, my first day fasting, it was amazing. I felt light on my feet. I felt very good. Second was okay, but I would say yesterday was challenging. Yeah, I did my scheduled walk, but I was tired. My legs were tired. Yeah, I would say be careful if you're doing a food you're fasting from food and you're just drinking water, something like that, or light teas. Yeah, be careful. Don't overdo it. So what else? What was I just saying now? Um, yeah, I was saying that the day 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, yesterday was day 3. It was a little. I just felt tired after walking, and so I try to hydrate. Yeah, it was a little hot. It was getting hot outside. Early morning was nice and cool, and then it got hotter. So people, if you're going to do a food fat, make sure you drink your water and get your electrolytes. That's a necessity. Yeah. So what else now? What I want to talk about? Yeah, I can't think of anything else regarding the food and my fasting and everything. Um, I want to talk about this movie. See, Hollywood is giving you a sneak peek. It's politics. The Hollywood flicks are programs. They are programming you to accept or to reject something. And I saw the billboard for this movie, and it had like a Barbie, like the Barbie doll. Yeah, I really wonder what they're up to. Now, again, I just saw the billboard, but one of the people, like they had the traditional Barbie type female, they had a Ken type phenotype, and then they had, guess what? They had a black Barbie. And guess what again? That she was running for president. Now there's a YouTuber out there who said recently about that they're going to try to usher in a black president, black female president, and that they want to try to groom Michelle Obama as the next president. Very interesting. Yeah, in New York City, she is promoted the Obamas. And I don't really see it in the general black population. But some extent, like the literature, books and things like that, they promote them highly. But so they get this, the poster had the black female dressed, very Barbie-like, and she was running for president. Don't you think that video is possibly preparing you for what's ahead? Just like in the past, remember they had several movies, they had a black male president. Um, I'm cautious with the Obamas because of Yeah, now I initially voted for Obama, just the first election. I was not impressed with his work for the nation. I felt that he had another agenda, and it didn't include Black Americans. And the promoting of a particular lifestyle. I mean, if you was, as they say, born that way, then why are you trying to recruit? That is my issue. You be what you want to be, but when you're trying to recruit, I have a problem with that. Oh, so what's about this now? Yeah, it's social engineering and wanting you to accept certain things. So it'd be interesting if I do go to see this new Barbie movie that's coming out. What is it going to have? What is the black female? What is she going to do? What is she going to say in the movie? These are indications of what's ahead. See, Hollywood always seems to introduce something months before something happens. Be very wary. Don't be enticed like a Barbie. Things look very, people are using things and they're fooling you. You look at them, they're smiling, they're wearing a nice outfit. Well, did you know Bill Gates also wore things that were very disarming and everybody believed in him? And look what he's doing now. There's another group that again, your religion is your religion. And what religion serves you, you serve it. But again, it's an enticement. I don't care what your religion is. But just look what is to lure you in. Now, when I go outside, they have these advertisements for this movie called Mormons, and in several advertisements they show nerdy white dudes wearing black slacks, a white shirt and tie, and some of them are holding the book, the Mormon book, and they're acting like a what they call a nerd. Now, if this is your spirituality, you're going to promote your spirituality with a nerd? Because, see, they're trying to bring your curiosity. Oh, who is this nerdy fellow? Start asking yourself questions. And it's like biting into an apple. You know what happened the last time when you bit into that fruit? What happened to humanity? Well, they want you to bite into their fruit. Again, your faith system is your business. And whatever makes you happy or rocks your boat, you do. But just know what you're getting into. You may not mind, certain things, but if you do, you should find out about it. Find out about what you're watching. It's history. Why are they trying to sell Mormonism? So it's a question I have. Let's see. Did I get everything here? Try to remember. Yeah. I can't think. I don't remember. I thought it was the third topic. I know I talked about my update with my health and fasting, and then about the Barbie. But I know there was one other thing. But I thought it was all related. Yeah. So if someone's trying to sell you something, and they use a nerd or something like that, be wary, because they are hiding something. They are hiding something. And usually it's not beneficial. So, yes, you have a responsibility for your health, And a lot of things that they're promoting right now may not really enhance your health. So be careful. I can't think of anything else. I am a little tired. I mean, I went to bed at 8 o'clock, and then I woke up like 4 hours later. I couldn't sleep. So I'm going to try to get a little bit more sleep now, a little nap. And I'm hoping to do a little walk with my little fur babies, and then cook me some broth. I have some bones, beef bones, and I'm going to make a broth out of it, and make a like a beverage, like a juice for it, you know. And I might crack in some eggs to get some more protein. That would be to end my 3-day food fast. Yeah. Sometimes people you need to get rid of the toxins symbolically, or you may need to purge. You may need to purge your friends, the area that you go to, because after a while it affects you. So I thank you for listening, and I hope you I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope it made sense to you. Again, your health is your business, but just realize that things that are promoted and trends may be for your demise. That's what I'm saying. Be savvy. Understand what's happening to your body. So this is Spirit Journey signing off. And if you like this content, wish to support my channel, you could PayPal me. My link is on my channel, Spirit Journey channel. And on the top right of the border, you see my link. Just click on my PayPal link, follow the prompts, and any amount would be greatly appreciated. And I thank you in advance for doing so. Peace, love, joy, and harmony be unto you, the listener. Until next time, folks, take care and enjoy. Bye.